Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WrestleBlog YouTube channel. Yesterday, we looked at Outcast Pro Wrestling. Today, we're technically looking at Outcast Pro Wrestling in the build-up to Strings, of course. It's Lights Out this Saturday, June the 25th, £8 entry, 8 o'clock on the doors. Be there or be square. Squared circle. Up. Up. However, this is not actually from Outcast itself. It's actually from a company called CUKPW, which I believe is up north in Leeds. And it is also presented courtesy of WAW, who, of course, a lot of people will know as the vaunted and fantastic promotion that is owned by the Knight family, who are pretty much British royalty when it comes to British wrestling. But we are looking at another triple threat match. More triple threat shenanigans. This time around, however, it's JJ Volare, it's Jackson Arrow, and it's the Virus K. Michael. I'm seeing a theme recurring here of the matches that we were given to watch.
Yeah. I wonder what's different.
Yeah. So, 3 men, of course, not in Outcast, but of Outcast notoriety, going after each other. And we get the feeling this might be a little bit different. This is just a straight triple threat match, one fall, excuse me, to a finish. Now, it is a triple threat match, which means they could get no DQ if they wanted. But these are the purists of the high flying and the Virus K. Michael. So it'll be interesting to see. He can fly, but let's be honest, if he just flipped around like everyone else, it wouldn't work, would it?
It wouldn't be the Virus.
So without further ado, Ebenezer the Geezer, are you ready to watch a triple threat match from CUKPW?
I absolutely am. I am ready when you are, sir.
Get your finger at the ready. CUKPW locked and loaded. This is, I believe, their first match that they had, these individuals, after the pandemic, which is probably why you can see so many masks in the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1, press play.
Number 3 is a triple
Graphics.
match.
Nice and spicy.
Let's keep this action going. This match is scheduled for 1 fall. With a schedule, with a time.
Fucking crowds well up for this one, didn't they?
Let's bring out our first wrestler.
Triple threat time!
Triple threat time tonight!
Triple threat!
It's Jackson Arrow!
Jackson Arrow!
Do you know what's upsetting me about this right now?
What, the terrible commentary?
No, the fact that we're not seeing Daddy Goff.
That is true. That is true.
I don't think he cares.
I think I'm getting a bit of feedback off of your one, Sunshine.
Say that again.
Either way, this match
Can you turn your volume down one slightly?
6 years.
6 years!
I
Better?
believe so, yeah. Mate, to be fair, the commentary is appalling. I'm sorry, it is. It's fucking terrible.
It doesn't help that I've got the. This isn't going right from the Daddy Goff.
The virus.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I've got my
Oh, okay, we're all safe.
speaker right next to the screen itself, so.
Have you not got your headset?
It's too big.
He's here, guys.
Oh, he's gone back to the old school.
I don't care if it's too big. All I can hear is this fucking echoing through twice.
Oh,
Fanny, go and get your headset and I'll just entertain people during the entrances.
Jesus Christ.
Don't douche
I
yourself.
want to see the
Fucking Mark.
virus.
Fucking watch the virus then and then fucking go and get the headset. It's a fucking nightmare.
Can you still hear it?
Yes.
Oh,
This is why I am in charge of media, because if you were, it would just be like... Bop, 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 bop.
you are not wrong.
What an absolute fanny, ladies and gentlemen. Nightmare! Honestly, the lack of professionalism is utterly unbelievable. However...
Shut your face, will you?
Shut your face. It's JJ Volare!
I'm going to have to use this one because the missus is using mine.
You missed out the on the commentary during Kane's entrance. Said it's the virus, Kane Mitchell, I think. Fucking state of it. What do you mean you think? You're a fucking commentator to do your job. How's that?
Kane Mitchell, eh?
What, did you not ask beforehand? Oh, I think that's Kane Mitchell.
JJ!
What a bunch of jobbers. Is that better for you, honey bun?
Yes, much better, thank you.
was actually trained.
To be fair, I thought the MC was great.
Funnily enough,
Oh, so
I'm
It
not
is
a fan
great.
of this setup. I don't like tables. This the whole table setup. It looks like the darts, mate. It don't work
to
for
the
me.
mixer.
You do know I love a bit of darts, though.
So do I, but not when I'm watching wrestling, innit?
You see, I don't mind it. I think it's all right. To be fair, it's a nice. I think it's. I don't know what the word is. Obviously, it doesn't look like a lot of people, like you said, because of the old pandemic and stuff like that. But I don't know. It looks a little bit
Camera
more
works, right?
professional. Camera
Yeah,
works,
like
yeah.
the setup is obviously that's where you can tell
We had
WAW
a
have had a
singles,
hand.
we had a tag now
Because
for
from a
Here
videography
at
standpoint, it looks
Outcast.
pretty decent.
To the referee for the rules.
The referee seems to know what he's doing. The MC was great.
Ring the bell.
Fuck refereeing with a mask on, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop that. I can't breathe at the best of times. I've
Yeah,
seen
I
guys
know.
in Japan are wrestling with their masks on. I'm like, nah,
But nah,
not a
screw
chance,
that.
bro. Not a chance.
I think the only time I ever wore a mask was in a supermarket, and that was it. There we go. The gobshot's going straight in for the test.
Speaking of
strength.
supermarkets, this commentator is joked. Oh, sorry. Maybe they should work at a supermarket.
the ref.
I like what you did there, supermarket.
Always.
Supermarket swing. Off we go. Straight into the headlock.
Nice.
And into another headlock.
Are we going to see a human centipede?
Yeah, baby! I'm very proud of the fact that I have actually been part of a human centipede.
Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, mate, like
Going
that.
on.
See, that's how you can tell these three
That
guys who know what they're
It's
doing.
clever.
Goes after the arrow.
Oh,
Nice.
suicide dive.
Doesn't care what he does.
Fucking
and
love
when he
Jackson.
does it, but
No.
Kane likes to
That's
take
all
out
it takes, such an
everyone
over-the-top
in
mark, I love it.
Wolf, and
Oh,
here comes
no.
Jackson.
Speaking of over the top.
What's he gonna do?
Boing.
Whoa,
Oh, and landed on his feet. That's a show off, that is.
He's a fucking naughty boy, isn't he, Jackson Arrow?
What agility,
Naughty, naughty,
what
you're
strength.
teasing me,
Jackson
Jackson.
Arrow is one to watch, guys.
Jackson Arrow is one to watch.
Say
No
outlast-
shit.
Outlast
Right, I'm
champion.
going
I
to
mean,
say Jackson's
what else are
gonna
you
win.
watching?
After that, my money is on him.
JJ takes him down. Said he's a student of his, so he knows his tricks, but he does not know the.
Oh, what's
Oh,
he
look
going
at
for?
this.
Oh.
Ooh.
Tell you what, you fucking, you almost
Yes,
got
nice.
yourself there, mate.
His
Effective.
knees
Be there.
definitely collided.
Boy, he
As they
escaped
say,
away from
as
that
they
one.
say in WWE, he didn't get all of that.
That's a very hard move. Very, very hard.
He escaped that one, didn't he?
To me, was it really smoky?
Here we
I
go,
don't know if
like
it's
you
because of
said.
the glare from the light. It
Geeza,
feels like they've had a
Geeza.
smoke machine
Hey,
on.
hey.
I was going to say that as well.
It's a bit misty, a bit murky.
Yeah, I think it
fine.
might be just for entrances.
It would look cooler with a black canvas, I reckon.
Yeah.
Sends him off. Oh, just well scouted from JJ.
But then will the smoke take over her too much?
That's true.
Oh,
And as we
look at
said
that
on the last
connection
podcast, we
mark.
do like to get
Just
stoned.
a knee to the face. Jackson Arrow got taken out, and here comes the virus. Sends him off. Ducks the line.
What a virus. Oh,
Whoa.
Kick. Just
Very nice.
wipes out
Beautiful
the
spinning heel
virus.
kick.
Yes. Why couldn't he done that in 2020?
What?
Moonsault.
Shut up.
Oh, but connects with the knees.
I'm getting triggered by the fucking commentary. It's so bad.
Oh,
Sorry,
look
but
at
it is.
this as they collide. There's a virus. My finger's over.
Oh, no.
Oh, just
Nice.
a kick to the head.
I think he was just teasing us there.
he did. He was almost questioning himself.
Fucking hell.
Jackson now in the ring.
I think because we know how good these guys wrestle each other, we might as well just comment on the commentators.
Oh, got caught though.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you know this is going to be great. I mean, look at it. Three guys doing all kinds of cool shit. Apparently, I have it on good information that this match was a little bit like, basically, the promoters and the people backstage and stuff were very of the opinion of that was too much. Too much flipping, too much like choreography, that kind of stuff. There is a comment from a certain individual that, and I'm interested to see what you think about this, that if somebody comes off the top rope, it should be the finish of a match.
I am really impressed. I would
Um,
like to see arrows at
in a
a
singles,
WWE
I
show
would
too.
probably,
I mean, all three lads are really good, but
I would agree to a certain extent. It would be good for a falsie, it would be good for a finish, it would be good for big stuff. But going off the top rope like I say, at the beginning of a match of a singles, then there's a definite no for me. But things like this, to go on the top rope and then go outside and shit like that, it works anywhere.
Yeah.
It works anywhere in a triple threat quad.
There's also as the modern, like, you can tell that the person who said that was obviously of an older generation, because
I'll be honest,
I'm not going to dive off the top right that much, if at all. But if you can do it, cool, good for you, go for it. It's the modern style of wrestling. Wrestling evolves. Like, if every single match has that, cool. I'm going to be like, that's boring then, and I'm going to pull you up on it. But if this was the only match that did this stuff, if anything, that's a good thing, because you've stood out more, because you've done something whereas everyone else is trying to be traditional.
I guarantee that this was the only match that done this much work.
In a WAW style environment, I can probably guarantee that, yeah. I'm not saying that's a bad thing either. I've got no problem with WAW having a more ground-based thing. If I worked there, I would definitely be more ground-based. But it's that thing of, like, wrestling's about variety. I never understand why people, like, if you're going to a show expecting to love every single match, you're kind of doing yourself and the company a disservice, because they're trying to put on a show for everyone, not just for you. And that's one of the biggest problems I think wrestling marks have, is they assume the whole show should be dedicated to them and nobody else. That's not how business works.
No,
there's a reason why you have choices when you go out and buy food, isn't it? If you went into McDonald's and it was just like, chips and Big Mac, that's it, we don't say anything else. But, yeah, no, you're right.
You stopped going there, wouldn't you, and you go somewhere else.
Almost anything you can do, I can do better kind of style.
Love that roll through, that is beautiful. Not so much on the... hello.
Oh.
It is a bit choreographed, isn't it, in places? A bit too choreographed.
Yeah,
like for me, it's like it does feel very choreographed in places.
But then I don't think I could have a match like this because it's too fast paced. Like you say, there's too much going on.
No character work.
No,
that's the one thing I will critique it on. Very little character work, especially from our friend the Virus. Actually, he's very quiet in this match. And admittedly, it is just after the pandemic, and I know that it takes time to build to what we see now. You know, the Virus has not always been this world-class entity that we know. Same with Jackson and JJ Volare, but...
Very nice. To be fair, he is with two flipping dweebs.
That is true. Couple of nerds! See what I mean? There's a lot of, like, a lot of the kicks aren't hitting. They're all very waxy.
Nice.
Oh, that's a nice spot. Like that.
Driver.
Quick, he needs to go for a cover. He could win.
He can still win now, douchebag.
JJ, the one that took the package pile driver. And the
He's good.
Yeah.
Very stupid not to.
What the fuck are you on about?
There he goes.
Like, he's got to pin one of them. It'd be stupid not to. Like, really? This is coming from somebody who couldn't get his name right. They shot the fuck up, innit? Like, sorry.
Well,
fucking rotten.
Took the legs.
Yeah. Why don't you get on your knees and pin someone, Mitchell?
Fucking sort your shit out, Mitchell. He's going to break his neck. Please. I don't think he's legitimately going to break his neck.
Kane tool. Oh,
might start calling him Phil.
That's a pretty smart move, though. If he's got his ankles, Jackson can't then run.
If he's got his ankles, Jackson. Fuck me. Like, I'm feeling better about my chances in July, mate. I can tell you that much.
This reminds me of dodgeball. Yeah, he will not be able to see, Carton.
Do you know what it is? It feels like they've got a couple of people who've never once wrestled before, sat them down and said, tell us what you think of this. That's what it feels like.
Gone for the elbow.
They should be doing the watch-along, and we should be doing the fucking commentary.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I'd just be a shithouse.
I know. I think you'd be hilarious on commentary. Shut your whore mouth, nerd! Let's be going after him. Be great.
Like,
Eventually, you will have to do colour commentary with me.
Mate, I'm all for it.
Here you go, Aubrey. You heard it here first.
Look at that.
Oh, you know what? I'm taking you to task. That line was shit. I expect better from you.
I was about to say you are very hard on clotheslines, aren't you?
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but Lib Noodle, unacceptable, mate. Unacceptable.
That's
sickening.
Wide, honey. Those eyes.
Quite hard to watch out.
Jackson is so good at oversell. I love
He
it.
is so good.
Oh dear. The sound is very weird. Like, you can't hear the audience
JJ
at all.
to the ground. Nothing pretty.
Barely.
He is now
It sounds like you're in a. It sounds like a squash court in there.
And he is loving
Spot the badminton, darling.
single.
Is this commentary at the show, or is it commentary that's been done over?
I mean, it needs to be done over, if I'm being honest. But I mean, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's there.
Just drop him, sir.
Yeah, like not even trying there. Yeah, get on top of him. Trying to stuck him up like Lego bricks, honey.
Oh.
There's been quite a lot of sentoning in this match.
So sorry for Jackson there, because he would have had the impact of Kane and then also JJ on top of him.
Really? Thanks.
Oh, lazy pin.
Lazy.
You picked
Oh
it up
my
again,
god.
Lely,
It's
come
oh,
on.
sell the fact that it's
This guy
arrogant.
was an
He's
arrogant-
putting one. Yeah, you see what? Yeah, say it after
Yeah.
the fact. You
Potentially.
jeez.
Displace the weight, cover the opponent properly. You know that better than anyone, Lely.
This is awful. I'll tell you what. I'm sorry, but the commentary does bring it down a bit.
High flying has suddenly halted.
There's quite a bit of lull here as well. Like,
What's he going for now?
all of a sudden, the pace has gone right down.
Virus
Yeah.
looks like
He's all right.
what
He looks
doing.
like he's
I don't
off for a
think he
spot
quite
there.
knows.
Oh,
Kane's on top, but Jackson.
oh,
Nice.
The leg and he's in the
Yeah, very nice.
tree of woe here, Lely. This is not going to end well.
there Jackson goes Gene up
See,
the
I don't like them
carpet.
pads either. Not
Okay,
like not
let's
them
stop.
pads per se, but
JJ
those style
scrambling.
pads.
Yeah.
And here comes JJ.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't big fans of the Japanese style
Series
turnbuckles.
of,
No, I prefer the three separate.
Yeah, I do.
that's a long,
Oh
long
my
way up.
god, are they crazy?
Don't do it.
Going for the old Spanish fly.
Oh,
Boing!
God.
Spanish fly.
That's gotta be it!
Oh, Kane selling there is great.
That's great. That's fantastic selling. Well in,
Yeah.
Kane.
That was
And look at
well
Kane,
in.
He's just stuck there. He had to watch the whole thing. He
His blood is
really...
rushing to
I'm
his
never a
head.
fan. Oh, I'm never a fan of the Tree of Woe though, because it's like it's not like you're tied up or anything. It's very easy to just fall backwards and come
Look
off.
at JJ's on the top.
Oh, good
He likes
agility there,
being on
sir.
the top
I mean,
right
that's
there.
JJ in a nutshell, isn't it? Probably going for a shooting star now and then. Or oh, he's going for a spiral tap. Oh, fuck me! What the fuck was that?
Jesus
Is it like a
Christ.
450 leg drop sit down? Like, I'll tell you what, if you potatoed me there, you would have got the mother of all receipts if I was taking
JJ
that.
would have had that.
I would have actually drop
Well,
kicked
these
you
three
square
are
in the
going hell for
nuts.
leather, really, aren't they?
Because that is,
There's no let
that's
up.
one of those things, like, you got to be able to box that out.
Yeah.
Or, you know, do like a Jeff Hardy where, not that Jeff Hardy, the other one.
The other
When I
one.
say do a Jeff Hardy, I don't mean, you know, get in a car when you shouldn't. What I mean is, swanton, like, you know, just land slightly over them.
Can you see my video?
This is anyone's game now.
Can I see your video?
All on their knees, though.
As in, can you see my
Battering
screen?
each other.
I cannot see you, no, right now.
No. For some reason,
Next
I've gone
big
black.
move, I think will be the end of this.
Careful with that.
Sure.
I know what you're
They
like.
don't want to end it here. Anytime soon with these shots to
Yeah.
the ribs.
Yeah.
chest.
You're just going to have to listen to me now.
Apparently so. We'll just put up when it changes, we'll put a picture up of you just going.
Oh,
The kick.
I'll just find the most comical picture I can of you and put that in there.
that's Jackson out.
Fucking Ebenezer's in full-on professionalism mode tonight.
Oh, tell me about it. I moved to one room and it all goes tits.
Where's your video gone?
Can he? Flips
Hey?
on.
Can you not?
Oh, right on
Is
the
it not?
head.
You
No.
haven't,
That should be
you haven't
it.
clicked stop video, have
Oh
you?
my god, he
No,
did go for the
I'll just
pin.
click start
How
video and
crazy
it's not
is that?
working.
Just a
Try unplugging and replugging in your
Shining
webcam, or is it part of the
I
laptop?
know.
No, it's
That's
part of the
not it
laptop.
now.
Oh,
Well, that was a lazy pin again. He wasn't
oh,
even
what?
covering
She's
his
banging on about lazy pins, and I'm like,
in there, all
kicked out.
the toughness of JJ.
Almost
I
like
mean,
she's
that's
trying-
crazy. He
like,
kicked
you
out
don't-
both those moves.
like as a commentator, you don't
Oh,
Missed
make it obvious
Picking
what
him
the
up in
misgivings of the
electric
wrestler
chair.
are.
JJ
Not in my opinion.
Figueroa's finishing
No.
this off.
Like you wouldn't
He
just be
hits
like,
this.
well, he clearly botched that. What a piece of shit.
No,
That's not how it
what's
works.
he doing now?
Nice.
Second high
Is he
risk
going to
game.
That's
that top
poor
rope
commentary.
again?
They're obviously not used to people
Third
being
rope.
on the top rope. Spiral tap, beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, that's got to be
Wow.
it.
Picturesque.
Oh.
What the hell, man? That was
He
it.
fought his free.
That should have
What
been
the
finish.
hell, man?
What the hell, man?
Beautiful.
How are these guy's going still. This
I don't understand where Kane got that energy to kick out.
I just
with
don't
JJ
know,
got
love
the
it.
energy to do that corkscrew moonsault. That was beautiful.
That was
Thinking
absolutely
Fucking hell.
Spanish
beautiful.
fly again, but
Oh,
Kane's
lands on his
having none
feet.
of it.
Jackson's got
Snapdragon.
German.
German.
Nice.
Oh,
Fucking hell. It's
Hits
clearly
him
a
up.
Snapdragon, but don't worry about it. Oh, hello.
Oh,
God.
did he land on his leg?
Flaming arrow.
what's he going
Go
for
for a
now?
poison runner. Oh,
Oh my
it is a
God.
bit
Now
overkill.
that,
Is he thinking?
now that is how you
Bolt from
do
blue.
the
Right,
reverse
okay.
hurricanrana. Tash.
isn't
How is JJ even on
People
one
saying they
knee?
want
it? It would have
The
been
match
so
is
much
still
better if
going.
we could see you when you said that.
Yeah.
And look at this. It could be
Look
a
out.
bolt from the blue.
Ref, get out of the fucking way, you
Missed.
mark.
From to the
Oh,
eye.
he nearly hit the ref.
Canadian Destroyer.
Canadian Destroyer.
Picks him up. STA.
Oh my
block.
God!
Oh
Why
my
do you?
God.
Why do you need to
That's
give it
gotta
the?
be it.
Yeah.
And that is your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of that triple threat match, JJ.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that match went everywhere
I don't
and
know.
anywhere here at the,
Yes,
at the
I did.
WAW Arena from the
I
Classic
think
UK
that was
Pro Wrestling
a
show
that was
locked
the
and
wrong
loaded.
finish.
Wow.
What a match.
Well, we need you to get back here
That
so we
was
can have opinions, don't we?
insane, the levels that these
I mean, you
guys
can
went
hear me
to
taking opinion
get the
because at the
win
moment
here
it's
tonight.
saying it can't connect to my
I
video.
feel sorry for the next match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Fucking useless you
Yeah,
are.
how can you
Tell me
follow
about it.
that?
I'm gonna go
That
back
was
in the
off
other
the
room
chain.
where she's shitting
There
herself
was
over
so many
zombies.
finishers.
So many opportunities for all three of these men to win, but it's JJ the victor here, and what a win that was for him here at the Classic UK.
Oh, there's the commentator.
Oh, there they are.
There we are. Fucking. She looked well impressed, didn't she?
Oh.
Talk about deer in headlights. Right, we'll have to get this one quick because Ebenezer is an unprofessional hack. Basically, I didn't like it. I didn't think it was very good. I thought it was very wafty. There were a lot of strikes missing. I thought there was way too many ridiculous over the top false finishes. I get that you're trying to sell yourself to a new audience and things like that, but yeah, and to be honest, a lot of the moves looked like they didn't hit very well or didn't look like they were executed that well either. And it was that thing of like sometimes less actually, it's not less is more, do more with less.
Yeah.
And it's that thing of like, I just felt like a good 30 to 40% of that match, the moves didn't hit or didn't come off. There wasn't fuck all character work until near the end. And of course, surprise, most of it was from the virus. I didn't like it actually. Didn't like it. I've watched it a couple of times briefly just to like get sort of footage, but I've never sat down and properly watched it in full. And after watching it and really looking at it, I thought it was quite wafty and quite poor actually. I just thought it was very, it was like a very cheap version of the style of wrestling that we see all too often.
This one sort of like made it feel as if they work with each other too much. Like it's
Too
it's one of-
choreographed. Way
Yeah,
too
exactly.
choreographed.
Yeah,
Like, it wasn't real. None of it looked real. It was like, done this, get to the next spot. Done this, get to the next spot. Done this, get to the next spot. He didn't sell much.
There was no
like, there wasn't
character
so-
work.
And that's quite ironic because Jackson is always drilling that into people at training. So I'm a little bit surprised by that. But it's just my opinion. And if you're upset about it, I don't care.
It was it was one
It
of
is what
the
it is.
matches where there was just too much going on. Like I get that, you know, you want to show what you can do and you want to show some of your best bits, but sometimes leaving some of the big moves away from the match to surprise them on another show or whatever can be a lot better because you can show things gradually rather than giving away all of your arsenal in one go. And then the next time it comes around, it's like, oh, we've already seen this. Like, what's new? Like, it's one of them things, you know. Like they need, like it was just too much in all truth.
Yeah, too much, too many moves. Not my cup of tea. I thought the Anarchy Rules was infinitely better than that.
Yeah.
From a storytelling perspective and from a wrestling perspective, I think the guys moves better.
Finish
Wasn't
was
terrible, just not fantastic in my opinion. Very,
No.
very, very, very average,
Yeah.
in my opinion, and also way too many mistakes and way too many errors. However, that's why we do these watch-alongs. It's not always going to be perfect. That doesn't necessarily mean as well that Outcast Pro Wrestling isn't going to slap this weekend because we know it will do. And obviously, you've got to remember, this is just coming out of the pandemic. But I'm not about excuses because if I was, I wouldn't fucking get anywhere with what I'm doing. So I'm not going to give you excuses either. Bottom line is, wasn't my cup of tea at all. But wrestling is subjective for a reason. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, scan that QR code, get yourself a ticket for Strings for this Saturday night, 8 p.m. The doors will open. £8 to see 5 of the best wrestling matches you're ever going to see on the Isle of Wight from the only professional wrestling promotion based on the Isle of Wight, that is Outcast Pro Wrestling, from myself and the rather invisible Ebenezer the Geeza. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you very soon for hopefully more professionalised content from the Wrestle Plug.
Goodbye,
You
butt pluggers.
fucking butt plug.